Yeah. Oh, hey, guys. Altavis Pelzer here, your voice manager. I unmute the voice of women ready to speak up about what has kept them silent for way too long. And this is an amazing series of the hashtag Speak Easy podcast, where we're going to be talking about the power of why. I had the amazing opportunity to be able to connect with these awesome authors and to have them come on and not only share what they're doing in the world and but how the power of why has really made an impact on them. And so each one of them will be giving you a power of why statement. Make sure that you check out the whole series, share it out, tap in, join the conversation, bit.ly/. World Voice Community. We would love to have you in the community so that way you can tap in and give your feedback there as well. With that being said, I'm excited about my first guest. Hello. I would say good morning, but it's evening there and morning here.
Yeah. So good morning and good evening, both.
Right? We just cover all bases. So tell the studio audience a little bit about yourself and then we'll dive into today's topic.
Okay, so first of all, I'll start with my name. It's a long name called TanuShree, so you can call me T. So everybody can have T. So you can just call me T. It will be much easier for you. Well, by profession, I'm an artist and a speaker. Along with, I'm a founder of Art Palettes by Tanu. It's an organization which is more like giving platform to the artists around the world. Like I'm giving them a platform through my website where I'm promoting them nowadays. So that's the thing I'm just doing right now. And apart from that, I'm also a mother of two little boys. Maybe you can hear some noises after some time during this call. So I'm sorry for that. And yes, this is all I am. And yes, I'm a woman who are just trying to inspire other women. In fact, not even women, the other humans. I'm just trying to motivate them. So because what I have gone through earlier, I started everything, my things from the scratch. And I feel like if I can do it, why not others? So this is my journey so far. Maybe I'll share you in a while. So yes, this is all about me.
I love that. It's significant too because a lot of times as women, we think that like we're alone in what we're going through. We think that, oh my goodness, like even with you apologizing for having kids in the back, I have kids, I understand. But we feel like,
Actually, yes,
you have to.
when you have kid, you have a different mindset.
Exactly. And so even when it comes to starting a business, when it comes to creating a platform, like it's significant because you're opening up conversation for other women to be able to say, well, if you started a platform and you are doing this, then what can I do for other people in the world? So can you share with us a story of someone that you've come in contact with and the shift that you've been able to make in their life?
Yeah, sure. So I would love to share my story, and I hope if one person can inspire from my story, I would be really happy because that one person can go to another one person. So, it's my chain. We can just go ahead like that. So, yes, you know what? I did my MBA, and after that, I worked for an IT firm. And just within 2 years, I worked there. And of course, I didn't feel that much, because you are working in some other for some other company, you are giving your best for some other company. I was like that. That was my mentality. So I was like, I have to do something on my own where I can give something to others, where I can contribute what I'm doing, what I'm contributing to this world actually. So that was my main aim, my main motto from the day one. But I didn't find the platform. I was here and there. Sometimes I thought, okay, I will just do this, I will do that. So many thoughts came in my mind. I was really confused. I was a confused person. Then suddenly I got married and moved to abroad. I was in South Africa and Philippines about 8 years. So you have to settle down first. You need to understand the place, understand the people, whether you can work it or not. So lots of things were going on. But I was like, okay, fine. Let me do something which I can the main motto, the main thought I always had, what I am contributing to this world. So I didn't actually. I wasn't doing anything for this world. for the humans, for the world. So I was confused between all these things. Then suddenly, thankfully, my husband, he encouraged me a lot. You don't need physical support, you don't need support by money, but sometimes you need support if somebody can motivate you. The main, the support, if you're mentally you are getting support, this is the best support if you are getting it. So I thought, like, I'm not going to help anybody but from the money, like giving them money or doing some charity work. No, I want to empower, like my husband did it for me. So I want to empower others as well. See, that thing came to my mind, and I started my art journey. I thought, like, being at home, being a mother, because they're like, I have to look after, I had to look my child as well, I can't leave them. So many things came into my mind. So I thought, like, let me start my art thing, and let's see how creative I am. Yeah, earlier my first year was very struggling. I didn't do well. Then few 4 to 5 years I didn't sell anything. It's been 8 years like I'm doing art, but around 5 to 6 years I was just investing, but I didn't do anything, in return. Actually, I didn't get anything in return. So I was really confused earlier. And then, yes, literally, when I came back to India last year, by that time I was almost settled. I was an artist. But when I came to India, came back to my home country, I thought, okay, now this is the time where I'm going to, set up my art studio, set up my other, there were lots of dreams actually. And I moved here in October 2019. I was settling here about 2 to 3 months, settled my kids as well. And after 2 to 3 months, COVID has started. The lockdown was there. And I was like, okay, fine. Now I was totally into the depression for 10 to 15 days actually. See, I had lots of things, and suddenly what happened? But after 10 to 15 days, when these kind of situation arises around you, either you get into this or you come out from that. So there are two options I had. So I thought, no. Why? Because I didn't see any ending of COVID. If I had the solution, maybe I can wait for some time, but I didn't see any solution for that. So I thought, better I have to live with it, and I can just beat you, COVID. So I was like that actually. So in the meantime, I just started my this art journey again. Because I personally felt like this is the right time where we can connect to the world. Earlier we used to connect maybe 10, 20 people in a day, maximum 50 people in a day, right? Or maybe 100. But now, like, we can connect 1,000, 10,000 people or more than that in a day. You can convey your messages, you convey your things anytime, anywhere. And nowadays social media is the right platform and best platform where you can just go, like those kind of thing where which we can go viral, and you will be on there. So I was like that. So yes, I used that opportunity. Basically, I just knocked few doors, like through, of course, through social media. I connected with them, and I made an art on COVID basically. And that was an inspiring art. Like, so first time I realized maybe I was giving something, I am contributing through my art for the world. And yes, I made that painting with two hands with a word map, because that was a message, very strong message I was just trying to give to the world. The message was like, see, the corona comes from our hands only. If we wash, if we take care of our hands, maintain hygiene, the corona will go one day. So the hope, the inspiration, that was on that art actually. So thankfully, this thing that was my first thing I contributed to this world. And those my that painting got viral, and it came in Z News in India. There was a electronic and print media. So Z News is one of the top channels where I was published. I was in Economic Times Women's Forum. I was there as well, thanks to this painting. Also, I was certified by UK-based World Book Publishing House. They certified me for spreading positivity during COVID. And there were many
Wow.
small things and big things came up. Means people were coming. In fact, I was interviewed by UN Women. They took my interview. Okay, what you are doing, how you are coping up. I mean, one thing, if you do right thing with the right intention on the right time, definitely you will get whatever you like. See, it's all about in our mind. So I just thought if I can do along with my kids, of course, during COVID, you didn't have any help or anything. And I started waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning just because I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something different and I wanted to contribute something. So, your intention, your thoughts, how you think, this is very important. That will take you to your dream actually. If you don't dream, you will not achieve. So here I'm saying, like, just be a daydreamer or night dreamer, whatever you want to be. Just start watching dreams, and definitely one day, if you think you can buy a Lamborghini or whatever you like, definitely you will get it, because you take steps accordingly because you really want to achieve those things. So it's all about us, what you are doing. And I started my firm, as I said, our pilots by Tanu. I did virtual event also, where I gave about 100 or more than that artists. I gave them a platform. So it was an amazing experience. People know me here at least. So during this COVID time, I was inside my house, but people know me very well. I would say, I'm not saying everybody knows me, of course, but in my industry, people a little bit, they know, okay, there is some artist called Tanu. So that was my journey actually.
Oh my goodness. I absolutely love that. T, you dropped so many gems. So, first and foremost, we never know when something is going to happen. Like, nobody planned for COVID, nobody planned for us to be on lockdown. But being able to pivot in that moment was so significant because we do have an opportunity to reach the world. We do have an opportunity to contribute in some way. And I know for years and years and decades, we've not always been told or taught that we can make that significant change in somebody else's life. But today, more than ever, we have that opportunity. We have that open exposure. And so I absolutely love that. And then listening to, oh my goodness, the fact that your husband inspired you and then it made you want to go and inspire someone else. That really resonated with me, because one of the things that I always do is I always look at my children and they inspire me so much. I look at what they have come through and what they're able to do, and even the opportunities that are available to them that I didn't have, those opportunities. And it inspires me to be able to do more, to kind of open up more opportunities. Because as a mom, one of the things we often think about is, our power of why. Our children are our why. Like, we want to make the world better for them. And so that really hit the nail on the head on that one. I absolutely loved it. And then there were some other gems. So, Speakeasy podcast listeners, I know you caught some of the gems, you may have to pause and go back and rewind and listen in again. This may be an episode that you download and keep close so that way you can listen to it a few times. Because when we think about the motivational piece, the motivation is always necessary. There will be moments where things look grim. There will be moments where things do not line up with what you had planned. That motivation really does count. And so, with that, T, I always want to I want to ask this question: is or I want you to make this statement. I should say is, how has the power of why really made an impact on you?
Okay. See, power of why is, whenever I would start with a different scenario, I would start with Like suppose whatever we are doing, we always ask like, what do you want, right? But we never ask, why do you want? Like suppose I'm asking you, what are you doing at this right now? Like, but have you ever thought like, why are you doing this? What is your main motto? What is your vision actually? Like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be an engineer, but why do you want to be? I mean, we never ask this why question, because why, if you find out the why thing, it comes from your heart actually. Because the what thing I feel, the what thing we visualize, and the society, it's bound by the society, because we grew up from those kind of society where all the people are doctors, engineers, scientists, or maybe some other fields, the different kind of fields. So wherever we are, we grew up, we think that way, whether it is in our family or in our society. But do we really need to know? Do we really know like why we are doing this? Because of the society? Because somebody else is a doctor, or somebody else is an engineer? Or you are doing for yourself? If you are doing for yourself, why are you doing? Nobody has answered, nobody question about all these things. Because see, since childhood, what do you want to be? Our parents normally, usually they ask, okay, what do you want to be? We want to be become a pilot or engineer or doctor. But our parents has ever asked you, why do you want to be? No. So that's what I'm saying, the power of why is very important, where they will get to know, people has to know why we have started this. What is our main vision? Not the aim, not the target, not even a, not even the end target. It's all about we are telling the vision, ki why we have started this. Like if you ask me why I have started this art thing, because I wanted to contribute something to this world. So this is my intention. This shows how, what kind of human I am and why I become like that. So it shows everything is there. So I think the other authors are there, they also mention why they have started these businesses. I think I'm sure you also know about your business too. Okay, why you have started? If you don't know, please ask yourself, I would say. So whosoever is listening, if you are doing that thing, so just ask yourself, why I am doing this. So this is very important actually.
Oh, I definitely have to agree with you there, T. It's very important to ask yourself that question because for so many years and for so many people, we go to a job that we hate. We go to, people we're going to, and I think this is why, 2020 has definitely been an eye opener for a lot of people because some of them were able to work from home. They were able, some lost their jobs, some were able to take on new jobs. And it was, a shift, but it made you look at why you were really at that job. Some people just said that they were working a job because it was security, but they found out this year that it wasn't that secure. And so you really do have to tap into that, especially as you elevate from level to level. So that was so significant. Now, Speak Easy podcast listeners, I love bringing you episodes like this because it's something that definitely touches on the heart, but it also touches on the core foundation of business and life. Like it goes to a whole nother level because it makes you think, it makes you write some things down, it makes you go back and really look at the bigger picture and the pieces that make up the bigger picture. Because guess what? The success that you see people have, the successful women that are coming onto the podcast, they're no different. The only difference is their action, and you may not have taken that same action just yet. So I want you to make sure that you take action on what you are hearing today. So T, let them know how they can get in contact with you and where they can find you at online.
Okay, so Altoiz, I just your voice was cracking that time. What I understood, you want me to express like how they can contact me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you can go to my website called www.artpalettesbytanu, which is artpalletesbytanu.com. This is my website, which I'm going to mention Also on that Power of Why book, it has my Instagram, it has my LinkedIn, it has my this website also, where you can go, you will find out my email, and you can connect with me anytime. Also through LinkedIn, you can just connect me with the name of TanuShree. You will find artist and curator, coach, mentor, and speaker. Also in Instagram, you will find me the same name, Art Palettes by Tanu. Or you can just find out @palettes colors. So this is very easy. You can connect with me anytime. So I'm available in all the social media along with the all these what you call with the kids and with everything. So I'm available. You
Right.
won't get to, I'll just reply you within a minute or something. So I'm always a social media person.
It definitely is something that has been very valuable for many, many entrepreneurs this year. So, Speak Easy podcast listeners, I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure that you are tapping in and coming and joining the conversation. bit.ly/World Voice Community is how you join the Facebook group, or you can leave us a review on your favorite podcast platform. We appreciate each and every one of you, because without the Speak Easy podcast listeners, there would be no Speak Easy podcast. So until next time, guys, don't forget to press it out. See ya.